Hi, my name is Amalia Mayorga, and on April 19th of 2016, I traveled on a Peter Pan bus from my college town of Amherst, Massachusetts to my hometown of Yonkers, New York to cast my first ever vote in the New York primaries. As a media maker, I traveled with the interest of engaging with the voices of my city. Founded in 1646, Yonkers is located on the eastern bank of the Hudson River. Its strategic location helped it to become one of the largest trading centers in the Northeast, and by the 20th century it had developed into an industrial powerhouse. After World War II, Yonkers saw a huge influx of veterans coming back from the war, entering the suburbs which I now call home. Yonkers suburbs now consist largely of the descendants of these veterans, alongside a young community growing increasingly diverse every day. All right, here I go, ready to go to the polls to go vote. I'm here with my crutches, sprained my ankle this weekend, but we're A-okay. Mom's getting me a chair in the garage so I can sit down, and report to you next time. You can go now. Here we are at School 29, the local public school in my neighborhood, where voting is happening here today. School 29 is located in a residential area in Yonkers, New York, and here is the door. We'll see who comes. Stationed with my questions and ready to ask. First question is, what drove you to actually come here and vote today?
We need a voice, and the people are basically, we're tired of not having our voices heard. And, we're anti-establishment basically right now because of the fact that our voices aren't being counted the way we want them to be counted. So that's why we're exercising our right to vote.
Because we're Americans and we like to participate in the voting.
Awesome.
Right, that's the reason.
I guess it was just because I want to vote Bernie Sanders.
Question is, what drove you to come out here and vote today?
To make my voice heard.
Yes. What issues hit closest to home to you this election?
Immigration, health, education, more first and most. Immigration, health, and education, I would say.
Awesome.
What issues hit closest home to me in this election?
And any answer is okay.
I guess right now, the wealth inequality and the gap there is between people making the most money and then people in like the Bronx and like in communities near us. Because I grew up in the Bronx.
Down the street.
Yeah, I know personally how like difficult it could be for some people around here. So yeah, that's the number one issue for me.
Well, what's important to us, I think, it's jobs coming back to the United States and, the overall economy and trustness, if there is any.
Okay, by the way.
I don't know. Just for one thing, I don't want to vote for Hillary Clinton because I know her foreign policy is just because everything it's always military invention and aggression than anything else. There's no diplomatic negotiations or anything, and it's Syria, Libya, you have Iraq, thing with Egypt, the way the emails, and then Honduras with the coup, which she hasn't called that.
Yeah.
And I just don't like her. I'm hoping that Bernie Sanders gets on the ballot instead of her.
Income inequality would be my number one. I guess the tax code, some tax code issues that I have, including the hiding of money we saw the papers, Panama Papers, yeah. Yep. So that type of thing, that type of stuff bothers me because I think the solution to all other issues is slowed down or stopped by people who have that wealth to stop it.
Yeah. Awesome. What issues hit closest to home to you this election?
Well, I don't really want to answer those questions.
Oh, that's okay. You don't have to. These are all.
This election, I guess, sort of try to re-strengthen the American way values, pretty much.
Yeah. And do you feel like voting is a privilege?
I think it's a privilege. ahead.
Yeah, all opinions
It
are
should
welcome.
be a privilege,
Yeah.
but I really don't believe that in the system. I'm sorry.
All opinions are welcomed. I want to hear everything. So
Yeah,
yeah.
with some exceptions. I mean, like depending on age, obviously, you have to understand what's going on.
Yeah. What about in terms of documentation? For example, students who go to school here all their life, only to find out at 18 that
Yeah.
they can't put their own word
Yeah,
in.
no. Those people should be able to vote. I mean, like if you're living here, if you consider this place your home, then yeah, I think you should have the right to vote.
Awesome.
I guess there are some exceptions.
Yeah, any opinion is welcome. So.
Yeah, no. I mean, I guess if you recently came here, you don't really know what's going on. I mean, I guess I don't think you should be able to, but
Yeah. And do you feel that voting is a right for everyone?
Absolutely, yeah.
And theoretically speaking, let's say there's a student who's been here all their lives, gone to school, works a job, finds out at 18 can't vote, not a registered citizen. What do you think about that?
Like parents who brought them here or came here illegally and then they were born
Because
here?
of the DREAM Act, they could stay, but
Oh, so they were brought here, right? So
Yeah.
that would mean they were brought here
Yeah.
when they were little.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all about, like, I'm definitely for, like, I don't know what terms they're using now, but I guess amnesty is one of them or things like that.
Yeah.
Like, as far as I'm concerned, I'll just say it this way. I think the issues that people have with people coming here and quote unquote taking jobs or whatever are really have other fundamental causes. So I think those should probably be the bigger issue rather than punishing people who happen to be caught in a bad situation.
Do you feel that voting is a right for everyone? And
For U.S. American citizens, absolutely.
Yeah.
It should be. Should be.
And I asked everybody this question. What about example for a student who was brought here into this country by his parents through the DREAM Act, went to school, works a job, finds out at 18 they can't vote because they're not a citizen? What do you think about people like that? Should they get a right to vote, or should they go through the process?
That all goes to the fact that there's some immigration law that we need to adjust in order to make that count. Since we as a country give them the education, why not give them the right to be heard?
What are your hopes for this election?
That's a good question. We still not fully made up our mind. We may go to Republic or Democrat. We have not fully decided yet.
That's fine. That's totally fine.
Yeah. We're hearing both sides, and eventually we'll make up our minds. But you know, we are hoping that it could be. How do I want to say that?
All answers are okay.
World.
Yeah.
A better world, yeah, a better world.
Awesome selection.
I don't know, have somebody that actually gets on the ballot that I can vote for. Usually it's someone that you vote against. This one's like voting for somebody.
Yeah.
Hope that we can make America better, safer, and more financially sound. And obviously, we want to be proud of our military, and we want the world to basically see us as the leaders, which we know we can be.
And last.
I hope Bernie wins. Hope Donald Trump doesn't. And I don't know. I hope people just start to realize like what's going on. And
Is this your first time voting?
Yeah.
Me too. What are your hopes for this election?
Be a fair election. It's fair.
Yeah, it's a good answer.
I don't like any of the above, so I don't have a lot of hope for this election.
That's totally fine. Every answer is valid. Thank you so much, and thank you for letting me know. Election.
I hope we get a candidate that really cares about the people and cares about the future. The young people that needs guidance, that needs help, and that's the ones that we adults rely on.
I guess I'm kind of hopeful that Bernie will make it, but I guess I'm tepid in my it's tempered by my realism, I guess, a little bit. But that would be a good thing because I think the conversation that he's brought onto the table would continue. Even though I know he can't do everything he says, I think his voice being there every day, communicating with Congress every day, would make a positive move.
After gaining the perspectives of my community, I concluded my day by exercising my right to vote, a right I now see in a complex light, but nevertheless a privilege that I urge everyone with the access to do so to take hold of. My name is Amalia Mayorga, signing off.